in this lesson we are going to be talking about the duration of a note. So a note can be split up into two different things. So pitch and duration. In the last video we talked about pitch, so refer back to that if you want a little bit of a review on that. So the pitch is how high or low the note is played. So we learned about treble clef and bass clef and how to decipher what pitch a note is on those clefs. So today we're going to talk about the other side of things, duration. So duration is how long or short the note is. So there are note values which tell us the duration. The ones we're going to focus on today are whole notes, half notes, quarter notes, and eighth notes. So a whole note is 4 beats. It takes up a whole 4/4 measure. The rest that goes with this whole note looks like this. So this is called a whole note because it takes up the whole 4/4 measure. A half note is half of a whole note. It takes up 2 beats. It looks like this. So if you notice, the inside of this is empty. So that is super important. Next is a quarter note. So a quarter note takes up 1 beat. It takes up a quarter of the 4/4 measure. The rest that goes with the quarter note looks like this. So if you look at the quarter note, it is a half note but drawn in. So you need to make sure that the circle is drawn in for a quarter note and open for a half note, because that will allow the musician to decipher what kind of note it is. And the last kind we're going to look at is an eighth note. So an eighth note is half of a beat. You can see that it looks like a quarter note, but it has a little flag on the top. It is half of a beat, also known as a TT. A quarter note is also known as a taw. When you were younger, you may have heard that. And the rest that goes with an eighth note looks like this. So the eighth note is also filled in just like the quarter note. It has a flag. You may also see them in twos quite often. So 2 of these would be the same duration as a quarter note, just TT as opposed to taw. So they would be connected at the top. So now let's hear what these sound like in a measure.